Genre: fantasy in the kingdom of Eldoria. There was a queen named Isadora. She was known for her beauty, wisdom, and kind heart. But little did anyone know that her heart held a secret power that could save the kingdom from the impending darkness. Isadora's heart was no ordinary heart. It was rumored that it contained a magical gem that held the power of love, hope, and compassion. The gem had been passed down through generations of queens, and it was said that only a pure-hearted ruler could harness its power. As the kingdom faced threats from neighboring realms and internal strife, the queen's advisors urged her to use the power of the gem to protect Eldoria. But Isadora was hesitant. She feared the consequences of wielding such a powerful artifact and the burden it would place on her people. Instead, she sought other ways to protect her kingdom, relying on diplomacy and strategic alliances. However, as the darkness continued to loom over Eldoria, Isadora knew that she could no longer ignore the urgency of the situation. She sought counsel from the ancient seer, who confirmed her suspicions about the true nature of her heart and the gem it contained. The seer warned Isadora that the gem's power could only be unlocked through a selfless act of love, and that she would need to embark on a perilous journey to discover the truth about her heart and the legacy of the gem. With a heavy heart, Isadora bid farewell to her kingdom and set out on her quest, accompanied by a small group of loyal companions. They ventured into the enchanted forest, where they encountered mystical creatures and daunting challenges. Along the way, Isadora discovered hidden truths about her ancestors and the sacrifices they had made to protect the gem and the kingdom. As they reached the ancient temple at the heart of the forest, Isadora faced a series of trials that tested her courage, compassion, and determination. With each trial, she uncovered more about the power of the gem and the responsibility that came with it. Finally, at the heart of the temple, Isadora faced the ultimate test. She was confronted with a choice that would determine the fate of Eldoria. With the kingdom's future hanging in the balance, Isadora made a selfless decision that unleashed the full power of the gem. As the gem's light spread across the kingdom, the darkness receded, and hope was restored. Isadora's sacrifice had saved Eldoria, and her heart had proven to be the true source of strength and resilience for her people. Returning to her kingdom as a changed queen, Isadora vowed to use the power of the gem to protect and nurture her realm. But she also knew that the journey was far from over, and that the true test of her heart had only just begun. Title: The Heart of the Queen. Part 2: A Kingdom in Turmoil. Once upon a time, in the majestic kingdom of Eldoria, there was a queen named Serafina. She was known for her wisdom, compassion, and the golden heart she possessed. Part 1 of this story saw Queen Serafina facing a crisis in her kingdom, and now, in Part 2, we will witness the continuation of her journey as she navigates through the challenges that threaten the very heart of her kingdom. The kingdom of Eldoria was in turmoil. A neighboring kingdom, ruled by the ruthless King Alaric, had declared war on Eldoria, seeking to extend his dominion and seize the rich lands and resources it offered. Queen Serafina, with her heart of gold, was determined to protect her people and preserve the peace of her kingdom. With the help of her trusted advisor, Sir Roland, Queen Serafina devised a plan to fortify the kingdom's defenses and rally the support of neighboring allies. She knew that the key to victory lay not just in military might, but also in the unity and determination of her people. She traveled far and wide, visiting villages and towns, speaking to her subjects, and inspiring them to stand strong in the face of adversity. As the war raged on, Queen Serafina's heart was heavy with the burden of her responsibilities. She spent sleepless nights strategizing, comforting the families of soldiers who had gone to battle, and praying for the safety of her people. Despite the challenges, her unwavering determination and compassion continued to shine through, giving hope to her kingdom in its darkest hour. One fateful day, King Alaric, however, was unmoved by Queen Serafina's plea for peace. His heart was consumed by greed and ambition, and he saw Eldoria as nothing more than a stepping stone to expand his power. In a cruel twist of fate, he captured Queen Serafina and Sir Roland, intending to force the queen to surrender her kingdom. In the depths of the enemy's stronghold, Queen Seraphina's golden heart continued to shine. Despite being held captive, she remained resolute and refused to betray her people. Her unwavering spirit inspired her subjects, who launched a daring rescue mission to free their beloved queen. In the final showdown between Eloria and King Alaric's forces, Queen Seraphina led her people with bravery and compassion. With the strength of her heart and the unity of her kingdom, they emerged victorious, driving the enemy forces out of their lands and securing peace once more. The heart of Queen Seraphina had proven to be the guiding light that led her kingdom through the darkest of times. Her unwavering compassion and determination had not only protected her people but had also inspired them to stand together and overcome adversity. As the kingdom of Eloria celebrated its hard-won victory, Queen Seraphina's golden heart continued to shine as a symbol of hope and resilience for generations to come. As the sun set over the kingdom, the final battle between good and evil was about to begin. Queen Elara stood at the edge of the battlefield, her heart heavy with the burden of the decision she had to make. The fate of her people hung in the balance, and she knew that she was the only one who could save them. The dark sorcerer Malachi had unleashed his army of dark creatures upon the land, seeking to conquer the kingdom and bend its people to his will. But Queen Elara had a secret weapon, the heart of the queen, a powerful artifact that had been passed down through generations of queens. With the heart, she could harness the ancient magic of the land and use it to defeat Malachi once and for all. But using the heart of the queen came with a price. The magic was so powerful that it would consume the queen, leaving her a mere shell of her former self. It was a sacrifice that Elara was willing to make for her people. But as she looked out at the army of darkness, doubt crept into her heart. Just as the battle was about to begin, a figure emerged from the shadows, Prince Kale, Elara's loyal companion and the man she loved. He begged her not to use the heart, fearing that she would be lost to him forever. But Elara knew that she had no choice. She had to do whatever it took to save her kingdom. With a heavy heart, Elara clasped the heart of the queen in her hands and unleashed its power. The ground shook and the sky crackled with energy as the ancient magic surged through her. As the dark creatures charged towards her, Elara's eyes blazed with determination. She raised her hands and unleashed a wave of energy that tore through the enemy lines, sending the dark creatures fleeing in terror. But as the magic surged through her, Elara felt herself slipping away. She looked into Kale's eyes one last time, her heart breaking at the thought of leaving him behind. But she knew that she had made the right choice. With one final burst of power, she vanquished the last of the dark creatures and collapsed to the ground, the heart of the queen slipping from her grasp. As the dust settled, the people of the kingdom emerged from their hiding places, cheering and celebrating their victory. But their joy was tempered by the loss of their queen. As Kale knelt by Elara's side, he felt a glimmer of warmth in her hand. To his astonishment, he saw the heart of the queen glowing faintly, its magic still alive. With a surge of hope, Kale realized that Elara's sacrifice had not been in vain. The magic of the heart had merged with her own, preserving her spirit and ensuring that she would always be with him. And as the people of the kingdom rebuilt and rejoiced, they knew that the heart of their beloved queen would always be with them, guiding them and protecting them for generations to come.